Hi friends, welcome to Unsung. So today it is the 62nd episode in the activity series. So today we're going to make another empire for Germany. Because why not? So in last episode we made an empire for the country of India, my own country. So now we can do it for my second most favorite country, Germany. Germany. Yes. So here we begin. So again, remember that the present day things will also be changed. Yeah. So now we are back to 1917. 1918. Now Germany doesn't stop fighting. It still goes on fighting. Even so, the Allied forces go on until they finally reach Berlin, like in World War I. True. So now the Germans surrender. Lots of land, even all of the remaining Prussia region, were seized from Germany. And now Germany was angry. So now 1939, times have changed. And now the person we all hated about World War II. Hitler came into power because why not? They lost a lot of land. So they start. So first he invaded Czechia like how he actually did. So first he took the Sudetenland here after a war with the Czechs. So next he took over Austria without any resistance. And after a war with it, small tensions were rising between the Italians and the Germans. So because of this, they make a treaty or like a deal in which Germany will get the regions of South Tyrol. In return, Italy will give lots of oil to them. Germany will give lots of natural resources and oil if they get the hands. So then, Tyrol is taken. That's great. Next, Yugoslavia is here. That's one of the large problems. So then, the new tensions also start between Yugoslavia and Germany about Slovenia here because they want some more coast. But so here in these cases, I made this Germany as powerful as the world is, more powerful than even Russia, almost. Yeah. So first Germany attacks Yugoslavia, starting the large Germano-Yugoslavia war, in which Bulgaria joins sides with Germany. So first, let's take a color for Hungary too, because they're an ally. So here is Hungary, with parts of southern Slovakia, as well as Carpathian Ruthenia. Okay, so now, first the Hungarians go into northern. First let's just establish the Yugoslavian state in a dark blue. So here is northern Slovenia, Istria. Okay, Montenegro, Kosovo. So here is the Republic of Yugoslavia, such a kingdom thing. So now the war begins. So first the Hungarians go into northern Vojvodina, while the Germans attack into Slovenia. Northern Slovenia was first occupied, then they attack into Littoral, which is this coastal region. Okay, now Hungary and Germany occupies the Croatian region with the help of Hungary. And now they are very close to the capital, Belgrade. And so now Serbia surrenders. Meanwhile, just before they surrendered, Hungary gets this region of West Banat. Yeah, that was great for them. So now Germany gets the regions of Slovenia as well as Istria and northern Slovenia. And now Hungary gets some land, because why not? And finally this region is given back to the Yugoslavians. So the Germans completely enjoy this war. This was great for them. They got a lot of territory. Next was the fighting in Alsace-Lorraine. That was pretty bad. So Luxembourg they were first reluctant to join the Germans, but then they accepted that their fate is already sealed. And in some, what do you call them, elections like things, they joined the Germans because they were Germans. So next, after war with the French, another blue color. So here Germany and the country of Switzerland are pretty much great allies. So we can survive. Of course we can. Just get all of these. Why does it take so much time? Okay, so here is France with the disputed land also right here. So first another attack starts. So first the French just start fighting here and almost take over Luxembourg, but by that time the Germans just arrived, and then they just go full on advance into Alsace-Lorraine and push into Franche-Comté and even into Champagne, which is an actual region of France with the champagne is produced. Yes. So by this time they're pretty close to the France, which is Paris. And then with the help of another ally, Hungary, they go and attack. While Germany was in war with France perfectly gets an alliance with Yugoslavia, and now Hungary joins the war because the Yugoslavia is there. And then another country, the country we all know as Romania, joins. So against the Germans and the Hungarians, because they are enemies of both, so they get these. Okay, so this is Romania, as they always are. So now they go into war with these countries, with the Germans as well as the Hungarians. So now another French opens. And now, if you don't know, there's some colonies in France, for France. So let's just show some of these colonies because it will take a lot of time. So it will take some time to draw these colonies. Okay. Senegal was a colony. Guinea was a colony? Yeah. Next. Liberia and Sierra Leone wasn't. Ivory Coast, Ghana wasn't. Togo and Dahomey, Pervolta, Niger, South Sahara, Libya, no, Chad, Cameroon, Equatorial Africa. So they're pretty huge by this point of time. They had Djibouti, next Madagascar, and these were the main positions in Africa, as well as Vietnam and those places. So this was the French Empire as a whole, most of it, I think. And there was also French Guyana, as well as Haiti was already independence. So now, and also Syria and Lebanon. Okay, so this was in 1943. So the World War didn't start yet. So now the Germans go full on attack mode into the country of Yugoslavia. They take over Croatia again and take Zara. And now the Germans attack Algeria as well as Syria. First they occupy the region of Hittite and northern Algeria, just near to Algiers. And they even do naval attacks on Senegal and take occupy all of Gabon and Middle Congo, which is just now the Republic of Congo. That is pretty bad for the French, if you can't understand. And they even take over all of the Morocco province, as well as Algiers. So now, because they took over Algiers, it will be pretty hard for the French to control their colonies in South Africa, because it will take a long time to reach into Africa, because this region is completely occupied. And that was pretty bad for them. Meanwhile, Hungary is occupying. With the help of their buddy Germany, they take over some regions of Romania like Banat, Crisania, and northern Transylvania, and they eventually take over all of Transylvania, while they also attack some of Serbia, and Belgrade is gone. So now the Serbians capital. Now the de facto capital of the Yugoslavians is in Macedonia. The city of Skopje was left. So now it was pretty bad for the remaining of them. So that was pretty bad. So here back to the African front. We now go, and then Equatorial Africa is taken, which is Car, and even Cameroon. Meanwhile, landings on Senegal happen and take over lots of the region. And now the army in France, mainland France, takes over with the help of Italy. So the army goes through Italy. So here, now Italy is pretty much a good ally with the Germans, but they're still not in a war. But they let them go through Italy. So now they take over Savoy, and with the help of military bases, they take over Corsica. And now also war, Nice, the Alpine regions, and finally France surrenders when they reach Paris. Now, meanwhile, the war is still going on in Middle East. The Germans took over all of Syria. Meanwhile, the war is still happening up here. Dalmatia is taken over. Bosnia is completely taken over. Romania completely surrenders by this point. It is like a world war in Europe. That is like a world war. And finally, the Yugoslavians surrender. Most of their army is burnt to the crisp. And now, after the war, some border changes happen. This region of Syria was given to Germany, and France can keep the rest. Next, Germany will get all of this region. It's pretty large, and not that much. Okay, so Alsace-Lorraine and Morocco was kept as a colony, and this whole colony Cameroon was also taken, as well as Gabon and Congo, and Djibouti was also taken over. Now France was just this small thing, which is some colonies, and even Benin and Togo are taken over, and that's pretty bad things for the French. So now they take over Equatorial Guinea, and also the Germans will take some of this land here, Constantine. Next, the French will go. They take this land. Okay. So here, Yugoslavia is turned into like a puppet state of Germany. Okay, so these regions are puppet of Germany, northern Yugoslavia, and also Hungary wants to have a puppet, and this is his puppet, Western Yugoslavia. Yugoslavia is completely partitioned by this point, and Hungary also gets all of Transylvania like it always dreamt of. Next, you know one thing, there's a thing called Poland, which Germany likes to have, and now they actually want to have Poland. So by this time, Poland looked like this. Poland is here and they want something to live. So this was kind of Poland, almost actual borders which it has. It also has this region after the Polish-Soviet War, which actually happened in real life too. Yes. So now this was Poland, as well as Czechoslovakia, which was pretty much small, very small. So here Poland and Czechia were like friends, and after the war with Germany, they had a military pact with each other. So now Germany declared war on Poland because many Germans live here, like the Prussia region. As well as that, Poland also got here this. So this is Poland as we know it. And many of those Germans stayed here and didn't go anywhere else. And one thing I forgot to say, Corsica was given back to France also. So here is France. Okay, now Germany. Back to Germany. So now they declared war on the country of Poland with the help of its ally Hungary and their puppets Eastern and Western Yugoslavia. And now the Polish were completely screwed over. So first the Germans attack into the region of in Czechia, Bohemia. Yeah, okay. So German army just goes into Bohemia and just occupies all of it, most of it. Next into Poland, a large army of attacks into the northern region, Pomerania, and even takes over Danzig. And with some naval attacks, it takes over northern Memel and even Königsberg, or present-day Kaliningrad. Yes. So meanwhile, the Hungarians also do a bid by helping their friends by attacking Slovakia and even smaller parts of Hungary because they're good friends. They even take over some parts of here, Eastern Sudetenland, and now they're practically screwed. Poland, the army of Hungary goes into Stanislav and Krakow, and even this region here, while the German army goes into and attacks all of these regions and takes all of Prussia, old Prussia. And now you can see the old resemblances. And finally, they're pretty close to the capital Warsaw. And now the Polish surrender, as well as the Czechoslovakians who already surrendered many years ago. So now it is the year 1956 or 2 and 2, yeah. So Hungary gets Slovakia, as well as this province here is Olze, while Czechia is left as a puppet state, and all of this region is to Germany. So yeah, this is the greater German Empire which we made. This is Germania. Yes, and one thing I forgot to explain. This northern region, the southern region of French Indochina was also taken. Southern Indochina, southern Vietnam. And now the war was practically over, and now Germany is a total empire. So yeah, this is for today about making Germany empire. Bye.